Hi everybody. Let me tell Spotify to shut up real quick. Hi. Hello. I am back. Hello. Okay. I think I got it. Whoa, that is loud. My voice is loud. Turn it down. Do it. It won't do it. Hang on a second. Hi everybody. Let me tell OBS to chill. Oh, that's why there was a thing in the way. Okay. And Spotify can be on just quietly. Shush. That's better. I think. Yeah, maybe. How do I sound? How's everything sound? Are we Gucci? True goth bat mode, yes. Oh god. Let me make sure world audio is off so we don't get DMCA'd. Hi everybody. Oh my gosh, it is so good to be back. Hi. My Nyx has returned from the war, yes. Oh gosh, there's so many of you here. Hi everybody. Hi Mykonos, hi Bon, hi Bandit, hi Spade, hi Rab, hi Shadow, hi Gamby, hi Raven. Who else? Hi Elaine. Hi Golden Z Wolf. Who else? Hi Rage. Hi. The beautiful bat lady. Oh gosh, is that me? Thank you. Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't been here in forever. Did I miss that or did I not hear Spoopy? Is that my fault? Could you guys hear Spoopy? Oh no, Spoopy! Let me check on him. Spoopy! What's going on, buddy? Oh, that's why. BQBot had an update. I'm sorry, hang on a momento. Okay, he should work now if you guys don't mind refunding that. Mubby. Okay, he should work now, hopefully. There was just a little update window that popped up. Freaking everything updated while I was gone. VRChat had an update. Excess overlay had an update. It looks fucking wild. I know you can't like see it on my hand, but it looks so different now. I had to like pre-open and reopen everything. Yes, Spoopy also is on vacation, so please forgive him. Spoopy's eeping. But yeah, he should be okay now. But hi. I feel like I've been gone for so long. Testing the Spoopy. Spoopy is in my ears. I hear him. Hello, hello. I forgot to post on Twitter. Gosh, I am obviously completely not used to this anymore. The new Stream VR menu is kind of slick. Yes. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Very quiet. Wait, you guys didn't hear Spoopy? I heard him. I heard him in my ears. Spoopy. Are you being shy? Herm. He's on monitor and output. Let me do the old switcheroo thing. Hi, Night Furious. This is not a 4.0 Nix. This is just a retexture of an already existing avatar. Oh, that's so weird. I can hear him in my ears, but he's not. I see his thing. He's not lighting up. Try once more. I don't know why he's not playing through OBS now, because I hear him. I know we gotta wait a minute because there's a timer. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it works now. I like turned off his audio properties and then turned them back on. Sometimes that fixes the BQ issue. But we will see. But anyway, hi. For those of you that don't know, for whatever reason, I was at Fantasy Fest all last week. Oh, did that work? I heard him again. What the heck? Spoopy. Why you doing this, buddy? Weird. I wonder why I can hear him, but OBS can't. I don't know. Maybe something updated weird. Oh, well. Well, sorry, y'all. I guess we'll have to pause Spoopy for today. He's whispering to me only, not y'all. But yeah, we'll pause Spoopy for now. I have the property sent to what it usually is, unless it updated on BQBot, which I don't know. I don't feel like messing with that right now. So, sorry, no Spoopy. I did not post a photo of me as Daisy yet. That was from like 5 years ago. I have to find it and figure out a way to hide my face, but I will post it eventually. But yeah, I was not Daisy this time. Although that would have been a good one. Oh well. Anyway, but yeah, I was at Fantasy Fest in Key West, Florida. For those that don't know, it's a 2-week long non-stop Halloween celebration. Basically, we only go for 1 week though, because 2 weeks is a lot. But there's like an overall overarching theme usually, and then there's like specific events each night that you do or do not have to dress up as for like access to events or parties or whatever. So the theme this year was unicorns and uniforms, which was interesting. The last time I went, which was like 5 years ago, was the games we play. So a lot of the events and things were like video game themed. This time was, uniforms and unicorns. And then, so some people are unicorns the whole time. Some people are in uniforms the whole time. Some people incorporate other themes into the overarching theme throughout the week, that kind of stuff. Like one of the nights, for example, was toga night. And I saw people dressed up as unicorns, and they had like unicorn bed sheets on as a toga. So like that kind of stuff, if you want to. Or you could just dress up as whatever you want. No one really cares, but I think it's fun to kind of match the themes. Some parties / events, you specifically have to match their theme in order to get in. So that's just how it is. Let me fix this real quick. Okay. But yeah. So I got there Saturday, thankfully. I made it on all my flights. And Saturday, we didn't really have a plan because that was the kind of, we're arriving, we'll see how we feel, if we're still tired. And there was only a couple of us, so we didn't like pick one of the theme nights. So that's the night that I wore my pirate costume. And all of my costumes are posted in my Discord, by the way, if you want to look at them. Some are a little more saucy than others, so they're exclusive to my subscribers in the VRChat. But nights 1 through 4 are for general consumption, and 5 through 7 are in VRChat. Pirate. I've had this like steampunk corset forever. So I just went to Spirit Halloween to find pirate stuff that would kind of match it, because it's like, brown and white. And I wore the shirt that I was going to destroy for zombie night that night. But that was the night that we got super drunk. So I had a bunch of stuff spilled on and around me. So it was destroyed in the wrong way. And I did not get to use it for zombie night. But that's fine. What else happened that night? Oh yeah, my grandma. I guess I should start with getting picked up at the airport. We got picked up by my mom because she's been there. She's staying there for 3 months. She's already been there, I guess 2 months now. She's staying for 1 more month. So she picked us up and brought us to the condo that we always stay at every time we visit Key West, basically. And yeah, it is steampunk. It was really cool. 70% to 100K. Oh no. It is a cool style, yes. So we got a ride to our condo, and my grandma bought us like a goodie bag of like, she calls them incidentals. But she bought so much stuff for like no reason. Like it was in case one of us forgot our toothbrush or forgot deodorant or forgot something. But she bought 6 of everything. And entire giant bottles of like shampoo and stuff, even though we're only there for a week. And she for some reason bought a do-rag. And I was like, who of us is going to need to use this and why? I was so confused. We were just staring at it. My cousin kept wearing it just to see what it was like. He kept calling it his Dewey. I was like, you need to stop. I don't know why she bought that. But yeah, she bought like 6 toothbrushes, 6 different deodorants. I was like, worst case scenario, if my sister forgot her deodorant, she could have very easily just used mine. Like, we didn't all need specific replacements. We could have all just shared one of the deodorants even, but she's just gotta bring a Dewey with you. Exactly. Yeah, 6 toothbrushes like that I get not sharing, but like the chances of every single one of us forgetting our toothbrush is very slim. Like, you probably just needed a 2-pack. Worst case scenario. We also could have just went and got our own because CVS is right down the street. Like, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but Jesus Christ. And then she bought these like little metal buckets. I think they're meant for like tea lights. They're super duper tiny. And they had like Frankenstein and stuff on them. And she wanted us to use that for beer pong. But they were like literally exactly ping pong ball size. So A, it would have been really, really hard. And B, they were not like sealed. They're just cheap little shitty like cute metal buckets for decorating with. So thankfully we were smart and put water, not actual shots in them, but they just leaked all over the table. But the ping pong balls were cool. They had eyeballs on them, and we just used them to like put them in our drinks just so it looked cool. Or hey baby. Also just kind of to tell whose drink was who. I guess there was that. But yeah, I don't know why she thought that would work and why they would be like completely like watertight sealed for us to be able to do that. But oh gosh, what else was in there? Like a shit ton of Slim Jims and Twizzlers. Just a bunch of other snacks. But then she also went out and got us like groceries without asking, I guess, what we wanted. And she got like 99% snacks, like just snacks. And I was like, we need like food. We need like actual things to eat. She got my one cousin is, she's not vegan. I guess she's like vegetarian-ish. It's mostly like dietary stuff as opposed to like the actual animals stuff. But like we wanted oat milk because like lactose intolerance. My cousin wanted some yogurt for breakfast with granola. We wanted fruit. And we didn't pick out like actual dinners yet because we're waiting for my other cousins to come. But she got like a pack of eggs, 2 bags of shredded cheese for what? I guess the eggs. A pack of English muffins. And then just like 3 bags of chips, 3 giant cases of soda, a 30 pack of the white Monster cans. God, what else? I'm trying to remember what was like originally bought versus what we finally bought. Yeah, we specifically asked for butter and she didn't get the butter, but she got 2 giant cartons of oat milk, which we did not need. We just needed it for coffee and like maybe cereal, but we didn't even buy cereal. And then she got a giant carton of regular milk because my one cousin does not like oat milk, which is fine, but we just needed like a small jug. This is 1 week. 1 week. And, a giant thing of apples, a little tiny jar of peanut butter, but no jelly, no bread, no butter, 2 packs of shredded cheese, 2 giant, and I mean giant jugs of vanilla Dannon yogurt that my cousin requested a little bit of because he wanted like granola and yogurt for breakfast sometimes. 2 giant things of yogurt. Like, none of us wanted that. And then, yeah, nothing like for lunch or dinner really, unless we just kept having, I guess, yogurt and eggs for every meal. It was so funny. So then because it was me, my sister, my cousin, the one that was his birthday, arrived Saturday. So we had Saturday, Sunday together. Monday, my other cousin came. Tuesday, my other cousin came. So Monday is when we went out actually grocery shopping because then I knew what she would want to eat since she has her dietary restrictions and stuff. Hold down the line. Exactly. Like the one thing we actually wanted was like buttered milk, and she got so much fucking milk and no butter. I was like, guess we have to churn it ourselves. I don't know. Oat milk butter doesn't sound very good though. And yeah, shredded mozzarella and shredded cheddar. Don't know what for. But yeah, I guess for the eggs. Yeah, then we went actual shopping, but like before we went out, because we were telling her we were gonna go get groceries, she's like, I just spent like $300 on food for y'all. How do you not have food? I was like, what food? It's all tortilla chips and granola bars and a little tiny bag of actual granola for the yogurt, the 2 giant jugs of yogurt, and like apples. So I don't know, I love putting cheese in my eggs. I made egg sandwiches with shredded cheese on the English muffins like every day, but then we had to like go out for lunch and dinner because we didn't have food. But yeah, I love cheese and egg sandwiches. Bat turned butter now. Zen, hi Zen, thank you so much for 11 months. Oh my god, you're so close to a year. That's crazy. Hi. That's so, oh my gosh. Thank you, Zen. Oh, just saying these numbers always like freak me out. I am well, thank you. Freak me out in a good way, I should say, but ugh. But yeah. And she's like, oh, I spent $300, and we're like, how? On stuff that we didn't want or need. How did you spend that much money? So then when we actually went out to get groceries for all of us for the whole week, it was $150 for 5 people for lunch and dinner. Like, it's her own fault for spending so much on a bunch of shit. So yeah, we got like ground turkey to put in our meat sauce for spaghetti, and she kept like trying to give us more stuff to buy. Like, she was saying 1 box of spaghetti isn't enough for all of us. I was like, there's 6 servings in 1 box, and there's 5 of us. That's plenty. Plus we'll have the meat sauce, and we have other stuff as sides if we're still hungry, because you have so many snacks. Like, it's fine. We made tacos another night, Taco Tuesday, of course. And we got a 10-pack of burrito tortillas because there's 5 of us. So that's 2 per person, which is plenty. We didn't even eat all of them. Like, and she's like, you need more than that. You need more than that. And I'm like, this is how you spend $300 when you don't need to. Every time she goes grocery shopping for us for these trips. Thankfully this year, like, we're actually like old enough to do it ourselves, because previously we really weren't. Yeah, she would spend so much money on so much food, and we're only there for a week, and we just have to throw it all away at the end. Thankfully this time my mom's still there, like I mentioned, so we were able to give her all our leftovers, like the giant things of yogurt and stuff. But I was like, you need to stop. A 30-pack of Monster, like what? That's 6 for each of us, like insane. But yeah, finally went grocery shopping and got real food, so thankfully for that. But yeah, a 30-pack like pallet of white Monster that no one asked for, plus 3 12-packs of sodas, plus juice, plus tea, plus lemonade, plus 2 cartons of oat milk and 1 regular milk. Like, there's just so much. She's so funny. Oh, yeah, she got us like a 6-pack of these like super sugary, like artificial Halloween cupcakes. But they were absolutely fucked. Like, melted and exploded and upside down and stuff. And I was like, what happened? So she told me they rented a like golf cart for the week to get around the island, because it's only like a mile long, but you know, being older and like having a trunk would be nice and that kind of stuff. But they got like a really shitty one at first. It was like really rattly and shaky, and it did not have a trunk. So all the groceries are just like on the floor of the golf cart with her and her sister. And I guess at one point they slammed on the brakes too hard, or it was just super rattly or something. But anyway, they stopped at a stoplight, and apparently all the groceries just like fell out of the car. Because golf carts, like, sides are opens, you know. And apparently the creamer they got for me was like rolling down the street, and my grandma was yelling at her sister to get out of the car and go grab all the groceries, but she was like eating a bucket of hot wings or something. So she had like hot wing juices, I guess, all over her hands, and just like literally shoving her out of the car because they're at a stoplight, and she's screaming at her to go get the creamer and get all the groceries back in the car so they can go. If you knew anything about my grandmother's sister, she's like the craziest person I've ever met in my entire life. I have so many stories about her, but to give you a general example of how crazy she is, she went to my grandma's house to visit, brought her dog, but I guess forgot that she brought her dog and left her dog outside, like out front, like did not come in with the dog at any point because my grandma did not know that she brought her dog. They hung out, they had dinner, they watched a movie, like I'm talking hours, and several times my grandmother's neighbors would come to knock on her door and say, hey, there's like a little Yorkie running around. Is it your dog, or do you know who it is? Like, we can't catch them. They keep running away, because my grandma also has a little tiny Yorkie. And she's like, no, Cooper's right here, like totally fine. And not once during all those interactions did my aunt think, she's not my aunt, but we call her aunt, did my aunt think that that might be her dog. I mean, hours, like 4 hours, 5 hours. The whole time. Eventually she goes to leave and calls out her dog's name, and my grandma's like, since when was your dog here? Your dog has not been here the whole time. And she's like, oh my god, that was your dog running around outside this whole time. Why didn't you say anything? She like forgot. She even asked my grandma, like, why do these people keep coming to your door? She's like, there's a dog running around out there, but don't know whose it is. Not once thought it could be her dog. So that's her. So, I don't know. She has been like diagnosed with dementia, but she's also like a caretaker for like older people. And I don't know how that's okay. She's a lot. I don't know. I really just don't know. But yeah, so we got the cupcakes, and they were all, like I said, flipped around and melted and just fucked up because of the, I guess, groceries falling out of the car. So they went back to the place afterward and got a nicer cart, and I think it's like electric, so it's not super bumpy and it sounds super quiet, and it had an actual trunk and stuff, so that was nice. But yeah, what else happened on Pirate Night? Okay, so my cousin and sister kept quoting like DJ Khaled stuff just because they were saying that gets stuck in their head all the time, like tell them bring out the whole ocean, and I call it cappuccino and stuff like that. And my cousin brought up the crazy. I was crazy once because my sister apparently had never heard it. Yeah, another one, exactly. And my sister apparently never heard it before, so we taught it to her. And this was like later on in the night, so we were inebriated, and we just got to the point where we were just screaming it. We were just screaming it out loud at each other. We were alternating lines. We were changing the words, like complete nonsense. Yeah. We to the point that when I finally got home, I actually hopped in the Discord VC for a bit, and I completely had lost my voice, and I was just from screaming crazy. I was crazy once, over and over again for hours. So that was the first night. Oh my god. My voice was gone. I was like, great, I lost my voice the first night, I'm gonna be screwed. But it actually was fine in the morning. I think I just needed to rest it a bit because I was screaming for hours straight. But yeah, we're like swapping the words around. We were adding different words. So that was our Monday night. Or no, Sunday night. Saturday night? Saturday night. My sister also was working during the trip, so she didn't want to stay out too late and get super drunk most of the night. So Saturday was like the only night we could really like turn up So we did. And I'll just leave it at that. Oh yeah, we're doing and what is this? And what is this? And perhaps what is this? Like so many DJ Khaled things. Hi Shock. Yes, that was a week ago. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week. I left on Saturday, came back on Saturday, and here we are. Okay, so then Sunday was zombie night. And zombie night usually starts off with a zombie bike ride, which I did not do because fuck that noise, especially from the night before. But it was really cool to watch. It's like a big parade. They go through like the whole city. You know, people have like weird bikes or are not even riding bikes, and just their versions of zombies. There was like unicorn zombies. Like I said, people like to combine the theme with the nightly theme. You know, people like zombie cops and stuff because the uniforms thing. We did see a lady in like a lion's cage or like a circus cage, you know, like the stereotypical looking ones with the shit. She was in there being dragged by a bicycle, so that was cool. Yeah, unicorn zombies. I had to use one of my pajama shirts that I brought since I destroyed my shirt the first night for Pirate Night accidentally. I just cut up one of my pajama shirts and I got this glow blood because I thought that would look cool because a lot of the clubs have like black lights and stuff, but it didn't look cool outside of black lights. It kind of just looked like a faded, you can see it in my Discord. You can see it just kind of looks like, I don't even know. It doesn't look like blood. Looks like I spilled ketchup around all the holes in my shirt, I guess. But it looked cool in the black light. I had this weird like flap prosthetic on my neck that some lady told me I should get looked at, and I was like, oh, you're really funny. And I had some like wounds on my face, but you can't see them because I covered my face. But anyway, the glow blood looked cool in the club, but not so much outside. That was kind of our low effort night anyway because of the night before, but it was still really fun. The bike with the cage ended up being parked outside one of the clubs later that has like a DJ up on the balcony, which is my favorite, and he wasn't there the rest of the time, and I was so sad because I love dancing out front of that club because you don't have to go inside and it's like so hot inside and stuff, so you can be out in the street and it's super fun. Anyway, the cage was out there. My cousin got inside of it and was dancing with the lady in there. And my sister had a bubble gun and she was shooting bubbles all around it, and it was really funny. Jeff the Killer? Hell yeah. My Little Pony skeleton Pinkie Pie? Interesting. I like that. Oh wait. That also reminded me. There's like a game, I'm sure some of you may have seen it, but on the first night, it's like a T shape, and there's a little string with a little ring on it, and you have to like hook it onto a hook that's in like the middle of the T. And if you do that, you move the shot glass down the line like toward the other person, and then if you get it off the board, they have to take the shot. I'm sure you've seen that game somewhere, maybe. But anyway, that's at one of the bars that we went to on the first night. And the way we were doing it is obviously the loser takes the shot. But I feel like it should have been the other way around because I was absolutely top deck and wrecking my sister and my cousin, and they were getting more inebriated, which makes it harder for them to win. And I'm just sitting there like basically sober, just absolutely crushing them because I'm just good at the game. And I was like, I feel like I should get the shot if I win so that I lose, right? Like that's how it should be. But they were trying to like tag team and like try to mess me up so I would lose, and I was just like, nah, I'm too competitive to lose at this point. I'm just really good at that. It's like physics based basically, and I've always been really good at physics, so suffering from success, exactly. But my cousin was trying to like talk to me. He's like, how does that like make sense to you? I was like, because you know, you throw it at like an angle and the angle doesn't work, so you adjust the angle, and then it doesn't quite reach the hook, so you do it a little bit harder. Like it's all, you know, physics-ish. But anyway, yeah, that was the first night. And then zombie night was the second night. I don't think anything particularly interesting happened that night. Someone took our picture, so it might be on the website somewhere. Pro gamer, yes. If you play any game called being on your team, I mean, I guess I'm good at drinking games, but that means I lose in the end. Oh, we saw some baby chickens. There's chickens like all over the island. They're basically like the stray cats of Key West. They're everywhere all the time, roosters and chickens. And right now it's like peak baby season. So there's cute baby chickens everywhere. I can't remember what days exactly, but we also saw a manatee. He was poking his little nose out in the ocean. We saw a bunch of nurse sharks swimming around the dock because I think someone had like gutted fish there earlier. Usually you see pelicans, but I didn't this time. Oh, but there's like a dock. I don't know really what it's for, but it's like kind of out in the water that's specifically closed off for the place that we stay at. And it was completely every square inch, several layers high, covered in seagulls at one point. I don't know why they were all there. They weren't eating anything or anything. They were just all like seriously at least 70 seagulls on this floating dock out there. It was wild. I saw a bunch of iguanas. There was one actually on the beach with us, just laying in the sun. He was very cute. Other times they're just kind of walking around town. Lots of dogs. So many people brought their dogs. There's actually a dog masquerade / parade one of the nights that my mom went to with our dogs. But I did not go to that. You can drink 2 6-packs of Coca-Cola in what time frame? In like a day, a week, an hour? I know, they're so cute. He just kept popping his little nose out, and I was so pumped. It was kind of hard to get a good picture of him, but I loved him very much. You spending Thanksgiving with a friend? Oh, yay, you're gonna help out with chickens? That's awesome. A few hours? I mean, I guess I could too, but why would you want to do that? Why would you drink a 12-pack of Coca-Cola in a few hours? That sounds miserable. Yeah, so zombie night was fun / uneventful / still kind of recover from the day before. Monday was when my other cousin came, and that's when we did Scooby-Doo. This is a group costume we've been planning forever because we go to Fantasy Fest during the year that one of the grand babies turns at 21. So the cousin that just turned 21 is the only male in our family on that side of the family anyway, besides like fathers obviously, but only one born. And he is very much just like a hardcore stoner. Like he works at like a weed place and stuff like that, and he just looks like Shaggy with shorter hair, I guess. So forever we were planning that the year that he was here we would do a Scooby-Doo group costume. Hi Blake, I'm great, how are you? When I first saw the pic you took of the animals, I thought the manatee was a hippo. I mean, they're kind of like water hippos, right? Seagull army, oh god. You have Shaggy hair right now. Interesting. But yeah, so he was Shaggy, of course. My sister was Scooby-Doo, which I thought was super obvious. So she had the ears. We painted her face to have like the nose and stuff. And then she had the actual collar, like that said SD on it. She had a brown shirt on and a tail. I think she had like a black skirt on and like fishnets because, you know, trying to like look good. But like very obviously Scooby-Doo, I feel like. My Shaggy cousin just looks like Shaggy, but he had like the green shirt on and the brown pants. I mean, it's kind of hard to do anything else for Shaggy. He had the facial hair and everything. My other cousin, she's blonde, so she wanted to be Freddy. So we kind of gender bent it. So she had the ascot, she had the white sweater, she had the blue shorts instead of pants. But I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious who she was. And then I was Velma. I did my hair like hers. I got this orange like crop top sweater, and I had red high-waisted shorts on instead of a skirt. I had the knee-high socks and everything, and Mary Jane's. and obviously my glasses that I already have, but I feel like I was the only one getting recognized. It was like we were walking together as a group always. My sister even recommended that she walk in front of us to be more obvious that we were Scooby-Doo because she's Scooby-Doo. But I swear, like, anytime we got, like, called out or pointed at, it was people pointing at me and saying, Velma! Like, every time. Like, no one recognized the rest of us. And it was just so strange to me, especially Scooby. Like, I get not really understanding Shaggy, and I kind of get not understanding Freddy because she looked like a girl. Like, she had a headband on. Like, I don't know. But I still feel like worst case scenario, people would mistake her as Daphne, even though she wasn't dressed in purple. But, you know, it's just dumb drunk people. So, like, but yeah, I just swear I was, like, the only one getting recognized. But yes, I was Velma. You can also see that picture in my Discord. No, so my other cousin was supposed to be Daphne. Or the way it was originally laid out, my other cousin couldn't make it till Tuesday, unfortunately. So the way it was originally laid out was my sister, because she has short blonde hair, was going to be Freddie. My Freddie cousin was going to be Daphne. I was always going to be Velma. My cousin that couldn't make it was going to be Scooby, and then Shaggy was always going to be Shaggy. So we had to rearrange it kind of last minute because she wasn't going to make it. We just switched her to Scooby, and my other cousin said she wanted to be Freddie anyway because she was blonde, so she wanted to do like a hot gender bent version, which it looked really nice. She had like a sweater vest on, like a white sweater without sleeves because we're in Florida, blue shorts. She did her hair up kind of poofy, like 60s style, with a headband that was blue and orange, and she had the orange ascot. Like, she had it all. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Everywhere we went, people just pointed at us or me and said Velma. And I was like, okay, I guess it's just me. But while we were walking, there was some girl completely by herself. I mean, she wasn't by herself. She had people with her, but like the people with her were like sexy nuns and stuff like that. She was dressed as a mystery machine. She just had it on like her body. But we were so excited. We took a picture with it. That one's also in my Discord. I was like, oh my God, it was like fate for us to find you. I mean, there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people on this little tiny island. The chances of us running into her was very slim, but we did. So it was very cool. We took a bunch of funny pictures. We took pictures of our costumes together every night, but we took a bunch of funny ones for Scooby-Doo. There's ones of us like running. My Shaggy cousin was holding my sister because, you know, he always grabs Scooby and they run. There's one where I was pretending to run though, and my like socks slipped on the tile floor, so I was like mid falling when the picture took, and the fear in my face is very real. It was very funny. Gosh, what else happened Scooby night? Oh gosh, yeah, that's when we met the Hyperflesh dude. Okay, so for those that don't know who a Hyperflesh dude is, yes you do. There is a very like famous thing going around. It's the Walter White mask, the like really super hyper realistic one. He makes a ton of masks, and they're all like way too realistic. And it's been like on interviews with you know, the Breaking Bad cast and stuff like that. Like, I know you've seen at least the Walter White head, but he's done several. He's done Tony Stark, he's done Danny DeVito, he's done so many, but he also does a bunch of realistic like baby heads. And so we were just at the club, and he came up to us and was like dancing with us, and he was a very realistic baby head with a mohawk and like eyebrow piercings and a lip piercings, and it's like a crying face. Yeah, uncanny level. If you want to look up his website, it's Hyperflesh, like hyper and then, you know, flesh. It's all one word. I know you've seen it before. And I was like, oh my God, I like know the guy that like makes these. Like I love his stuff. I didn't talk to him specifically because it was in the club and it was super duper loud. But we were dancing with him for a while. I was like playing with the mohawk for a bit. The pictures are in my Discord. You can join my Discord. You slipped on paper before. How do you... Anyway. So yeah, I was super pumped, and I was like, oh, I need to look it up later, like see if he's selling these now, because I was pretty sure he hadn't been selling them before. And so when I went home, I saw he had literally just posted pictures of it like a few months ago, and I was like looking on his Instagram and stuff to see if he sold it. I was looking up, just trying to find the mask on anyone else's like social media page to be like, hey, I bought this from Hyperflash or whatever. It is in Cave Drawings, yes. But yeah, and I couldn't find anything, and I was like, I really don't think he sells these, so that had to have been him or something, or he like loaned it to a friend. So I'll get back to that story later, but I was just very excited that that possibly could have been him. But that was Scooby night. I don't think anything else super interesting happened that night. I think people took pictures of us that night also, but yeah, basically just went to a bunch of different clubs. Super fun. Oh, there was a cockroach at one point, and my cousin was like deathly terrified of them for some reason, and it scared her so bad. Oh, and the streets flooded. The streets flooded for some reason near where we were staying, and only there, and I don't know why. I don't know what caused it. Okay, yes. Tuesday was Tutu Tuesday, and I didn't really know what to do with that until I put on the outfit that I was wearing, and I was like, oh duh, a goth clown. So, because the tutu I got was like black and gray and white, and it's like super shredded, and I was like, I'll just figure out something when I get there. I put on like a harness and stuff, and I had like a crop top on, and like pentagram fishnets, that kind of stuff, and I painted my face to have like mimey clown stuff. Your mom's allergic to roaches? Ew. What a weird thing to be allergic to. And I put on these like elf ears and stuff. It was very fun. That's when my other cousin finally got there. What else? Oh, we went to this one store that sells a bunch of really crazy shit. They have like skull backpacks, lobster, like flip-flops, those candles that are like in a bowl and smell like cereal, like weird light up hats, fuzzy light up coats, like just any like weird outfit you can think of, they have it there. Like super tall boots, they have those like bedazzled captain hats. Gosh, what else is there? They had these really cool skull sandals that I wanted, but they're like $1 bajillion. Like everything there is super expensive. But we like to go there and just try on a bunch of outfits because the guy that works there is super cool. My cousin put on this like crazy mirror dress with like a mirror cat mask and then a big fluffy coat, and she looked amazing and she wanted it so bad, but again, very expensive. But yeah, we spent a lot of time there. Oh, and then we were hungry after drinking, so we got some pizza, and we just ate it on the ground because there was nowhere to sit. Oh, and we went to another store that's called Earthbound, which I'm like obsessed with, and they had all of their Halloween stuff on like hardcore discount already, which I hate so much, but I was also very excited. So I got a bat wind chime that's normally like $30 for like $6. I got a new water bottle because I left mine at the airport, because I literally always do that every single time I travel. I always forget, no matter how many times I yell at myself to not do that. But it has like mushrooms and bats and like other spooky stuff on it, and that's normally like $20. I got it for like $6. What else did I get? Oh, I got these blue elf ears that I wanted to use in a costume later, and I did. It has black earrings all in them, and one of them's a little tooth, and I like that a lot. One's a moth also. Yeah, floor pizza. Squishmallow trick-or-treat baskets. What does that even mean? Oh god, silverfish, no. I'm only allergic to coconut that I'm aware of, and it's very sad. My cousin actually, speaking of, my cousin accidentally gave me one of his drinks to try, and it was coconut, and my like lip immediately went numb, and I was like, no. He forgot I was allergic to that. My spider costume was made of trash bags with pillows. Hell yeah. See, you can make costumes out of anything. What else did I get? I think that's all I got there. I bought my sister, or my cousin, these like glowing plastic dinosaur earrings also, because the jewelry was buy one get one for like a super discount, and since I was getting the elf ears, that counted, so I got her those also. What was after that? Wednesday was glow night. But first that's when we went out to the fancy restaurant because we were celebrating my cousin's birthday. What happened? There we go. Hi, Shiver. Thank you. It's good to see you. You did a Igor? That's cool. Yeah, Wednesdays when we went out to the fancy dinner for my cousin's birthday. The food was super duper amazing. I ate a little bit of everybody's, of course. Gosh, yeah, I had a really fancy like blueberry lavender cocktail. It was amazing. Igor? Oh, I mean, whatever. But we didn't like the dessert options there, so just the cousins, we didn't go with the older people of the family. We went to this like sex themed / sex adjacent, I don't really know how you want to describe it, dessert place. It's literally called Better Than Sex, and it's like super dark in there, and it's meant for like couples or like groups of 4 to go, but we just really wanted some super dank dessert, so we didn't really care. But like all the like shots and desserts and stuff have like inappropriate names. But it was super fun. We each got like some shots that were inappropriately named. I mean, they're not TOS. One was called Money Shot, and it was coffee, liquor they make all their own alcohols, and then they make their own like toppings and stuff. So they had like an aphrodisiac whipped cream on top of the shot, and it was like coffee flavor. That's the one I got. I forget the one that my cousin got. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it was like Slippin' Cider or something like that. Something like that. It was like a really tall glass with like shit all over. I don't even know. I didn't try his. I wasn't paying attention, but they all have wild names. But we all kind of wanted different desserts that they had, and then we saw they had like a sampler plate called the Foursome. So there was 4 different small versions of their cakes on there. There was like a vanilla and fruit cheesecake, which was most people's favorite. There was a carrot cake, which was super, super amazing. I love carrot cake. I forget. There was one called Man Flowers. I don't know what that means out of context, but it was like a chocolate beer stout cake with chocolate ganache and then like a glitter caramel sauce on it. And then there was a red velvet cheesecake, which was my personal favorite because I love red velvet stuff. But the chocolate cake was also super, super delicious, especially with the caramel in it. You feel bad for the fish, huh? What? Ancient text of Booba? Wait, what? What did I miss? Sex? Yes, sex. The ancient text of Booba. There's a fish. Yes, I got to eat cake. Yeah, Man Flowers. And I was like, I don't know if it's playing off of Man Hours or something. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. And it's not like a floral cake. It's just chocolate and beer and ganache and caramel. So I don't know. But anyway, they were super fancy and super delicious. I think they all had like fancy names, but I couldn't find them on the menu. I might have to double check. what they were all called. But yeah, very funny. You looked it up. Boba hidden in pyramids. Do you mean booba? I would love pyramid boba though. Oh yeah, but what everything that they call liquor, like alcohol, liquor, like the QU, they wrote it as liquor, like licking something, ER, which I thought was also very funny. And normally they don't seat 5 people, but they did for us anyway, so that was very nice of them. And we gave them a very nice tip. The presentation of the cakes and everything was super amazing. They have like a little flashlight because it's so dark in there, and described all the cakes and drinks to us. It was super fun, and super delicious. Great birthday dessert. But anyway, after that, we were so super full, but we finally went home to get ready for glow night. And my cousin had all these cool glow paints, and I was super excited. I have this like neon pink like lingerie set that I wore under like a kind of see-through mesh dress. Those pictures are in my Beans chat only. And I found these glowing batwing headband thing that I could wear, and I was super pumped. And my cousin had all these glow paints, and I was helping everyone get ready and stuff. I, of course, put purple glow paint on me because duh. And apparently that's the only one that didn't actually glow. So everyone's looking all cool and covered in glow paints, and I, in the club, look completely normal besides my outfit and my glowing headband, I guess. But like all the paint that I had on me, you just can't see at all. And I was so sad. I was so upset. My sister got like hearts painted down her chest that I painted on her in all the different colors. And yeah, the purple one was the only one that didn't glow. So I know that all the other ones glowed. And I, of course, picked the one that did not. I was so sad. My sister and my other cousin looked super duper cool though. My sister got these alien UFO pasties that had little tassels, and it was like all neon green, of course. And then she had these like fluffy ears that she wore that glowed green also, and she had those sunglasses that have like the third eye on it. And then she had a cape that had like all these like glowy scales on them, and then these really cool neon green, they kind of were fishnets but not really. The way that they stretched were like geometric almost. It's really hard to describe, but they looked really cool in the black light. And then she just had like a rave outfit, like pants on or something. But my other cousin got this neon orange kind of mesh dress, kind of similar to the one I had, but mine was black, of course. And then she had these neon orange eyelashes, and then my cousin put orange handprints in the glow paint all over her legs because she didn't have anything to wear on her legs, and she looked so bright. So bright in every picture that I took of her. I took one of her and my sister together because their outfits were just the coolest of the night. And she's literally glowing on my sister. Like, my sister looks orange because of her dress. Oh, there's an ad. Oh, no. But yeah, it was super cool. She looked amazing. Hello, Rabid Butterfly. Welcome in. Hello, hello. That's a cute little emote. Oh my gosh. I love that. Yeah, I was super sad my glow paint didn't show, but my headband looked cool and my outfit looked cool. It was specifically in the black light, so I guess that's better than nothing. Thank you, Spade. What else happened on glow nights? Oh, okay, so that's when we met the Hyperflash guy again. So when we were waiting for our floor pizza, we... Twitch is being weird with ads for me. You haven't been getting ads? Oh, weird. I mean, lucky you. Honestly, I'm all about ad blockers anyway. Shit's dumb. But yeah, that was the night we got pizza. So while we were waiting for our pizza, I saw the guy in the Hyperflash mask again. So I ran up to him and I was like, okay, wait a second. Did you buy this from the guy or did you make this? And he's like, I made it. I was like, so you're him, like you're actually him. And he said, yeah, but he like wasn't taking his mask off at first. And I was like, Are you sure? So he took it off, and it was actually him. It was the fucking Hyperflash guy. And I was so fucking excited. And this was like end of the night, so I was a little tipsy, so I was like extra gushing. But I was like, I called my family over, and I was like, this is the guy I was telling you about. He made the Walter White mask that you've seen. And he's like, yeah, I just posted Danny DeVito. And I was like, I know, I love that one. And like, I was like screaming in his face. But he was saying like his buddy invited him to come down and hang out. And he's like, I just brought my latest mask because why not? I figured I would just wear it and walk around and yada yada. I saw him like later on, a few days later, and he had like a Hyperflush like merch shirt on also, and people were taking pictures of him again and stuff like that. But I was like, oh my god. Yeah, yes, exactly, Gamby. But yes, oh my god, I just cannot believe I got to meet him, and I met him like twice basically. The fact that he came up to us to dance with us that one night was also super cool anyway. But like, yeah, I was glad to like meet him and talk to him about it, and he was super psyched that I was a fan. And yeah, he just talked to me and my family for a bit, but then our pizza got called, so we said bye. But oh my god, shut up. But oh, that's just so cool to have met him, like actually. And I would have been so sad if I didn't like ever find out if it was actually him or not. So I'm glad I saw him again and was able to ask him. And it was, we got a picture with him, which I also posted in my Discord. If you want to see the baby mask, I could post I think I posted both pictures where you can see the baby mask up close. But yeah, it's got a mohawk and the piercings and stuff, and it's like super hyper realistic. Like even the eyes look real. It was like freaking it was freaking my cousin out when she was dressed as Freddy. She kept like hiding behind us because he was getting like super close to her. It was very funny. I think that's all that happened on Glow Night. Yeah, we just went to a bunch of different places that we knew would have black lights to dance in, and yeah. Thursday. Yes, Thursday was pink night, so I kind of just wore the same outfit again, just because that's the only pink thing I own. But instead I did like pink face gems instead of the paint because that didn't work. But yeah, basically the same thing, just changed up the face a bit. Went to kind of the same clubs. We went to the specific pink party, which was very fun. They had a contest, like a pink costume contest. But the way Key West is, and we kind of had a feeling this would happen, and it was super stupid. But anyway, the way Key West is like people like to not be wearing clothing. So the more like basically naked you are, the better. And they had a contest where people would vote on the best pink costume. And even though my sister's outfit would have won in any other context, it did not. We didn't even get chosen. Hi, T. I'm talking about my trip to Fantasy Fest. So yeah, they basically had us sign up. My cousin suggested I enter, even though I knew I wasn't gonna win anyway. But you sign up and they called you out to like the middle of the dance floor and you do your thing, and then at the end they picked the top 5, and the top 5 had to go through again to be the winner. And then there was first, second, and third place, and you just won money for the bar. Like you won a bar tab, like I think it was 500, 300, and 100 or something, which would have been nice because we drink there a lot, so whatever. But yeah. So like there was a dude in like a weird like flamingo outfit, like his head was like coming out of the neck, you know, just like those weird cheesy fucking flamingo outfits. There was a couple who had on those pink like latex like kink gear masks, and then like a pink mesh outfit, and like that's all they had on. There was a girl though who had like this really creepy and like pink fucked up Easter bunny mask. She had creepy Easter bunny. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my gosh, T! Thank you for Daddy Bezos money. 3 months already. What the heck? I feel like I just met you. That's wild. Well, thank you so much, T. I appreciate that. I did indeed have an amazing time. I thought if you made the effort, you would win. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the bunny girl. So she had a pink, like, fucked up Easter bunny mask, like, all gory and shit. She had the same Easter bunnies painted on her boobs. She had a belt of, like, dead baby dolls. She went out on the dance floor, fucking killed it, did the splits and everything. Like, she looked amazing and, like, really went all out. And she was not picked in the top 5. That's how I knew it was bullshit. I was like, she even actually has her boobs out and you still don't care. Like, it's just so dumb. Oh, we were so upset for her. There were 2 sets of people dressed up in those flamingo outfits, by the way. There was one that was just a dude, and there was a group of like 3 people that did the same exact thing. So keep that in mind for later. I'm trying to remember the other ones. Oh, there's a Mario and a Peach. And they had a whole choreographed dance they did together. It was fucking sick. But it wasn't like super sexy. The guy had like shorts overalls on and his whole ass was showing though. And hers was like a sexy-ish version of Peach, but not like GIMP level sexy, just like, you know, like showing some booba, short skirt kind of thing. It's called Fantasy Fest. It was hosted by the DJ that was DJing and a radio station down there host. Like it was like a actual like contest event thing. So, like, it should have been semi-legit given the fact that people were winning money, but whatever. What else? There were these girls dressed as fairies. Their wings actually flapped. They looked really cool. They were all lit up. What else? There was a girl that just had, like, a pink skirt on. There were these girls literally just in pink bikinis. And then they came out, and this guy, like, bench press lifted her and started eating her ass. And the host was panicking because he thought he was like harassing this girl, but it was his wife. But security came and everything for a second just to be sure. But I was like, you are doing that in front of everybody. Yeah. Because she had on like a thong, so that it was not covering anything. And yeah, literally like she was upside down. He bench pressed her ass into his face. Yeah, it was something. That's to give you context of what Fantasy Fest is like. What else was there? I think there's just like a girl in like a pink tutu. Like the rest weren't like super notable. But my sister has a super cool like pink tie-dye like rave outfit. So it's like, I don't know, like high-waisted like bikini bottoms, I guess you can call them, with all these pink swirls. And then the top is like, it's hard to describe. It covers her chest and it zips up in the middle. And it just looks like a crop top in the front, but the back goes all the way down to like a floor-length cape. And then she had a pink wig on, a giant light-up like headband with a bunch of hearts that glowed different colors of pink. These giant pink heart-shaped like cyberpunk goggles and a pink bubble gun and these like platform pink boots with hearts on them and shit. Like she was the most like hardcore fucking sick looking pink bitch out there. She went out there blowing bubbles everywhere. Everyone like throughout the whole week she was blowing bubbles. Everyone's like, oh, it's the bubble gun girl. Like they knew who she was. The crowd loved her. The crowd was going nuts for her. Not even picked in the top 5. Absolutely insane. I could not believe it. We left as soon as we heard that she didn't even make the top 5. Like, there's no way. I was so upset for her. Yeah, she looked so amazing. The top 5 choices were the Fairy Girls, which was the only one I felt was justified. The Gimp couple, the girl in the bikini that got her ass ate, and then the flamingo dude and the flamingo group of people. I was like, really? Both the flamingo groups get to be up there. I get picking one because it's the He Who funny pick. But to not pick my sister and pick two groups of flamingos in just the shitty fucking like stuffed costume, not even anything clever added to it. I was so upset. Both the fucking flamingos. I could not believe it. I hate it. Fantasy Fest, not Fuck Fest. I mean, yeah. I know. I could not believe they picked the flamingo people twice. And I don't really know what they based it on. They kind of like hinted at the beginning they'd be cheer based. But like I said, everyone went fucking nuts for my sister. And the bunny girl, because she, like I said, she was going fucking nuts on the dance floor. She did splits and shit, and her costume was amazing, and she was not picked. The fairies, I understood. They were basically in like see-through lingerie and had wings, but it was all pink and it looked cool. I mean, they at least put some effort, I guess, instead of just literally being out there in a thong and bra and getting your ass ate. But like, I could not believe that. Oh shit. What's going on here? Oh my god, Wolfie! Thank you for the raid! Sorry you had to come into me talking about eating ass. Don't goop the bat. Oh, what? No, don't goop me. Don't goop me. What were you drawing? I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Jacques for retexturing this for me. He did an amazing job. Yes, we're talking about eating ass. Working on Kofi doodles. Oh, I can't wait to see what you drew of me this time. Yes, booty for everybody. Booty for all the raiders. Welcome in. I'm talking about my trip at Fantasy Fest, which I just got back from, and it is a definitely more adult-oriented situation, so that's why we're talking about eating ass. Sorry, that's what you had to come into. But thank you so much. Eating wolfie ass, I mean... Oh my god. I mean, I am a ghost bat and I eat lizards, right? That's what you mean? Right? Namer, thank you so much for the follow. Mayor follow. Hello. Wolfie is a cum wizard. Excuse me? Huh? Huh? What? Polo Tolo Bolo. Thank you for the follow. You've just been bullied. Ignore. Okay, I will ignore. Oh, thank you, Cyclone. What do you mean down girl? What did I do? Oh, speaking of that. Oh yeah, since we were mad at that place, we went back to the club that we went to the previous night, and there was a girl, they were having a jungle party or whatever. There was a girl walking around giving out Jello shots, and I of course ordered one, and I did not expect her to feed it to me. But she did, and she said, "Atta girl," and I was having a moment for a while. I took a video of it, so I can rewatch that later for myself. Yes, the most extreme gay panic I've ever had. She just has like a giant tray of them with a can of whipped cream. If you purchase one, she sprays whipped cream on it. And then she just held it out to my face. And I was like, oh, we're doing this. Okay. Took my phone out real quick. And then, yeah. I was having a moment. Yes, exactly. So, oh yeah, and then while we were dancing later, this girl came up to me and just started like bowing to me over and over again, and I was like, okay, hello. And she said, I just need to tell you that I love your outfit and I am honored to be in your presence because you are just so hot. And I was like, thank you. I didn't know how to respond to that, but I was like, thank you very much. And then she just kept bowing to me, and I was like, girl, listen, you need to chill. Take you with me? I mean, I would love to. I think you'd have a blast. It's literally 2 weeks of Halloween. It's the best. Bully for the rest of the time. Valid, yes. Bottom activities, honestly. Did they stutter because they only speak it fast? Listen, you can see the outfit I was wearing in my Discord if you're a subscriber. But yeah. So I finding the shameless bottoms. I am the shameless bottom though. So I didn't know how to react to that. I was like, why are you bowing to me? Hello. Listen, there's no confirmation, Shadow. Shush. Oh, but of course after that it started bottom to bottom communication. Exactly. It started raining while we were walking home, and only when we were walking home. But the worst part is that happened incrementally. So my cousin, one of my cousins, went home early because she needed to call her boyfriend or whatever and just didn't want to be out that late anyway. When she left, it rained and stopped raining shortly thereafter. Then she heard something outside and went to go look, and like there's like a wind tunnel in our condo if the balcony door's open and the front door also opens, and it slammed shut behind her, so she got locked out and didn't have a key. So she texted us to go let her in, and it's not far away, so it's not a big deal. But my other cousin, her sister, went to go do that for her, and it rained as soon as she walked out, and the entire time that she was out letting her sister in and came back, and then it stopped raining as soon as she got back to us. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then when it was like 3 a.m. or whatever, when we were going home, it rained again. And it only rained while we were walking home. And another thing, oh, yay, Wolfie! Wolfie, thank you. Oh God, that called dabbing. Wolfie, thank you so much for 4 months. Thank you. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I feel like I missed some chat. Create a mega bottom, yes. You have a surprise gift for me? That sounds very nice. Thank you. No, it's okay. Another thing is, I forgot, when we left the first place where we didn't win the pink contest, as soon as we walked outside, a chicken in a tree shit on my sister. Thankfully it landed like on her arm so she could easily wipe it off and it didn't ruin her outfit or anything. But she's like, I literally and figuratively just got shit on because of this place. And I was like, no. Oh my God. It was so sad. It's so funny though. And then we just kept getting rained on after that. So I think that was just like an omen that we just had to keep getting rained on after that. But yeah, got back and I was just absolutely soaked. Had to hang all my clothes up, and I wasn't wearing much already, and then that also made me cold because I had no coverage to protect me from the elements. So I had to put my phone in my cousin's fanny pack so it wouldn't get fucked. and my headband has a little switch on it to turn it off and to turn it to flashing mode and to turn it on. And when we got back, the switch wasn't working anymore. I think just like the rain was causing the circuits to continue working or whatever. I don't know how electricity works, but I couldn't turn it off, so I had to pull all the batteries out of it. So it would finally shut off. It works again now, thankfully, but I was like, oh no, it's gonna be like perma-fucked from all the rain. But it was fine. Yeah, of course, that was how that night ended. And I wanted to wear that stuff again for rave night, but it was still too wet the next day. But Friday was unicorn/rave night. So we were originally going to go to a unicorn specific party, but it was like $35 and you got like a slice of pizza and like one free drink, I guess, apparently. All the proceeds went to the local like police fund though. It was fun to play in the rain though, even though it was cold. And my sneakers got fucked also, and I was very sad because I wanted to wear those to the rave. I ended up wearing them to rave anyway, just because I knew my feet were gonna be dead. But gosh, they were just so squelchy still. I hated it. But yeah, the funds would have went to the local police, so we changed our mind. And we found out while we were there that they were hosting the first ever EDM festival in Key West, which also amazed me because it's such a party place that I'm surprised they hadn't had one there before. But it was called Blossom Festival, and it was super cool. It was super small because like not a whole lot of people like heard about it yet, but I liked that. But I just wore my unicorn outfit to that. That's also in Bean's chat if you want to see it. I had these like face gems and I made my horn myself, which I very much enjoyed. There was a guy there in a mask, kind of like the one that Circuit wears. I raided him the other day and I was having a moment, but then later there was a girl dressed up as like hot Mando. She had like a disco ball like Mando mask that's also on my Discord, and a little Grogu, and I just was dying to myself. And then I was like, I have to get a picture with her or I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. So I did. That's also my Discord. But yeah, I was fiending for a bit. But they had a bunch of food trucks there. There's this one guy there that was from near Philly, and he was making these little bags of donuts, and there was $6 for 13 mini donuts, and he had all these like sauces and cinnamon sugar and stuff he put on them, and they were super delicious. And then there was another table of these guys that make these like bags, I guess. They're made out of recycled yoga mats, which I already love. But because they're made out of recycled yoga mats, the giant top like hole for your water bottle is insulated, and then there's like little side pockets and stuff. It's like the perfect festival bag, and it's made out of recycled yoga mats, and it keeps your water bottle cold, and you can put all your cards and shit in it, and it's like small still. So my mom got one for all of us, which I'm super excited about. Definitely going to use it on the Groove Cruise when I do that in January. But I was super pumped. The one I got was silver and has like silver stars on it, so that was about as not hippy dippy colored as I could get. But oh, it was so neat. Yeah, only one slice of pizza. There's a blanket. Yeah, I immediately got home from the rain and got a hot shower, and then I tried to put my bat onesie on because I was cold, but it's Florida, so I immediately got way too hot again. But we all made ourselves bowls of ramen to like warm up after the rain, and it was very delicious. Bye, Polo Tolo Bolo. Thanks for stopping by. My sister made it really good. She put eggs and like the shredded cheese and stuff in the ramen, and it was super yummy. Oh, but yeah, the rave was super amazing. I'm trying to remember exactly who was there. I think it was someone called Otto Knows was the headliner. And Jay Pryor was there, who's one of my favorites, and I really enjoyed his stuff. I'm trying to remember who was on right before him. We only saw the last like 3 acts because it started at like 5. And we didn't get there till like 8, I think. Let me double check. My phone's been super hot the past week. Really? So it's been freezing here at home. It actually snowed here while I was gone. And I was glad I missed it. Yeah, Otto Knows was the headliner with Jay Pryor. Where's the rest of the people? I don't know who the other DJs were, but hi, Chimpy. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, there we go. L. Grace. Jackson Bass. With Phineas, who I also really like Phineas. But yeah, that's who we saw. So it was Phineas and then Jay Pryor and then Otto Knows were the ones that I saw. And they did super duper good. Aw, Sybee. I missed you guys too. It's very great to be back. I'm also not tiny. Thank you. But yeah. So we went to the show. It ended at 11, which is kind of early for an EDM show, but it was totally fine because I wanted to go out for the rest of the night anyway. So I was glad we were able to see the headliner. Rabbi was bullying you. Rab. What were you doing to Sybee? How could you? You can't bully the monkey. That's not how that works. The confusion. Rab was being a bully. Oh, party animals. That's valid. Rab is absolutely cracked at party animals. But yeah, the show was super amazing. The light show was super amazing. There was a booth there where they were selling like weed products and stuff, of course. All the food trucks were super yummy. And then, yeah, after that, we went out with my other 2 cousins who didn't want to go to the show. And we were unicorns. And for some reason, I guess because it was Friday, and that's when, like, I guess everyone else that wasn't staying for a week showed up. All of the bars were packed with like lines out the door, like even to like lame bars that we don't like. And I was like, why are there so many people lined up for like fucking like Fat Tuesdays, which doesn't have anything exciting? Like, I don't know. I was mind blown. Kick ass with a shovel? Hell yeah. And then like all the covers, like it was free unless there was like a specific party or event. Every bar we went to was free like the whole time, but all of a sudden everything was like $20 to get in. Some were 22, some were 10, but I was like, why are these all like a bunch of money all of a sudden? Fuck that noise. So we tried to go to a bar that we had been going to a bunch called Sidebar, but that one was $22 to get in. But that's because there was an event there. They were having like a It themed like drag queen show with costume contests and stuff. Looked super cool. But my cousin had been talking to the bartender throughout the week. So he said if we went back and said we were friends with him, they would probably let us in. But before we did that, there was an It's Always Sunny themed party. Oh wait, that was the day before. There was an It's Always Sunny themed party, which was super hilarious. I'm getting the days mixed up, I'm sorry. The costumes were amazing. There was like the McPoyle twins. There was Pappy. Pappy was there. There was the Garbage Man. I always forget his name, but like the artist's name when Frank was dressed up as the artist with like the white hair. And then they had themed cocktails. So they had Riot Juice, and it was in these little tiny, like, milk jugs. It was super fun. And the decorations in there were amazing. There's pictures of that in my Discord also. Taking people for walkies. What? It's true, the monkey does bully me. Yeah, riot juice. It was so good. But yeah, I mean, seriously, like any costume you could think of from the show, people were just up there. There was someone was dressed as Dee when she was in her Desert Rose costume, or outfit, I guess. Oh yeah, their wrestling outfits when they're the Eagles, and the abs painted on and everything. Gosh, I'm trying to think of some other specific ones I saw. But they had like posters of like the child molester that looks like Dennis on the wall. They had the Dennis system on the wall. They had the like man like hangout thing that looked like a dick like on the walls. But they changed the words to be about their bar, and it was super funny. There was the fuck science thing. The ads for this event were like posted on telephone poles, and it was the man who shushes. But the little pool like tab paper things were for the bar. It was so good. This model suits me well, thank you. I do love it very much. I put the Sleepy Time wings on because that's what I wanted, was the constellations on my wings and stuff. It's perfect. Oh yeah, but back to Unicorn Night. My cousin's sister, so my other cousin, and my male cousin wanted to go to the southernmost point, which if you don't know, Key West is like mile marker 0 for the East Coast. If you go all the way to the bottom of it, like that's like where the highway ends that goes all the way up basically. So that's the southernmost point of like the US basically, is the very, very bottom tip of Key West. So there's like a whole like monument there for it and things like that. So they wanted to go to that. And my cousin had been talking to the bartender, and I wanted to try to get back into the place. So we did. And it was, all the festivities were over at that point, so I didn't feel bad getting in without a cover anymore. But yeah, it was it themed, so there was like balloons everywhere. The main drag queen was dressed up as Pennywise, and she was still kind of like walking around and going on the stage to dance a bit. There was a DJ playing. There was themed cocktails, all of like different like typical scary movie main characters like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Pennywise, that kind of stuff. But my cousin was talking to the bartender, and this guy came up to talk to me / her, but she was obviously busy talking to the bartender that she was there to see. And he was like asking me about like, you know, where we're from and things like that. And I said, she's my cousin. And he said, I guess he had to have misheard me. Stunning. What? Oh gosh, thank you guys. He definitely misheard me, which I didn't find out till later. He thought I said she's my partner. I don't know how partner sounds like cousin, but apparently it does. But anyway, he said, "Oh man, you are so lucky." And I was like, "I guess." And he's like, "You know, just keep doing what you're doing. If you're gonna, like the way he was wording it, I don't even know. Something like he was implying like I like scored because she's in my life / I guess my partner." So he's like, "I hope you just absolutely just fucking wreck her later. Just absolutely like annihilate her." I was like, "Excuse me?" That's when I finally realized that he was not hearing me correctly. I was like, "She's my cousin. What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Oh." Like he was just basically telling me everything I should do to her later, and I was like, "Excuse me, what?" So then I know. I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Keep doing you, like good for you, lucky you, like you really like scored one here." I was like, "What are you talking about? Keep being her cousin? Like, okay, I'll do that." Didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah, I guess he misheard me. But I was like, wow. Anyway, yeah, she's like leaning over the bar talking to the bartender because she's interested in him, and that had been established throughout the week. But this guy just kept like waiting to talk to her, and he was just being really fucking awkward about it. And just every once in a while, like, he would lean over to me like, man, she's like really busy. Like, your cousin's just so busy. And I was like, I guess she's here talking to the dude that she wants to talk to, but I guess that means she's busy. And he just kept waiting. He was like waiting for her to be done, but that like wasn't going to happen. But then he had to go like do an actual bartender thing. So she like turned to talk to me, but he like turned her around. Oh, Felix, thanks for the follow. He like turned her around and is like, man, that was quite the heart to heart, huh? And I was like, dude, she doesn't even know you. Like, stop. You're being so weird. Oh, Rabisk. Thank you for the follow also. I was like, first of all, you're wearing like, I don't even know. He had like black and white striped pants on. I don't know if he was, or shorts, I should say. I don't know if he was a referee or they looked like they were supposed to be pirate pants, but he had nothing else on. So I was like, I don't even know what you're trying to like do here. But the fact that you're just going to stand at the bar and just wait for her to be done when she's like, I mean, leaning over the bar, like very obviously flirting with the bartender, like, come on. Hi, David. Thank you. It's good to see you again. And she's like, I guess. And then she turned to like talk to me some more. And we like got some free drinks from the bartender and went out to dance for a bit while he was busy. And then he invited her to go finagle later. So I went out to the dance floor to dance by myself. Oh. Bye, Mykonos. Have a good day at work. I'm almost done anyway. We're on the last night. But he just like was just waiting still by the bar for her to like come back with him. And I was like, dude. Like, please, for the love of God, take a hint. This is so embarrassing. But my cousin told me later that she thought they were gonna like go out back outside the bar or something. But he made her go in the bathroom. And the bathrooms at this place are like singular like stalls, like singular rooms, I guess. Like, it's just a room with the toilet and sink and all that. It's not like a big bathroom with several stalls. He made her go in there. And I think there's like one, maybe two bathrooms. So people kept like knocking and trying to get in while they were in there. Plus it's a bathroom, so it's gross. And he had face paint on. So when she was trying to like make out with him, it was just paint taste. And then they had to leave like one at a time to like not be suspicious, but that's always suspicious anyway, because it's one room. And she's like, well, that's not what I was expecting. And then today, or I guess yesterday, while we were flying home, he just sent like a picture of himself, just like a full body, regular clothing picture of himself with no words. And that was it. And she's like, why? Why would you send that to somebody? Oh, thank you, Rach. Yes, this is made by Foxy Paws. I'm sure you've seen a lot of her other avatars, but I'm so glad she finally made a bat one, and I love it very much. But yeah, not a great choice in the end of things. But we got free drinks out of it, so I'll take it. Yeah, that club was super fun, and that's where most black lights were and stuff, and they usually had a pretty good DJ there, so I was totally down to just hang out there while she did her thing. Gosh, what else happened? Let's see. Amazing pancakes. Oh, I forgot to talk about like the rest of my day on Friday. There was this little the hot tub of the place that we were staying at has this like berry tree bush thing next to it. So there are these little like black berries all over the deck sometimes. And there was a little tiny one next to me, and I was dripping water on it from the hot tub because I couldn't put my leg in because of my tattoo, so I had to sit on the edge. And I realized it was a bug, and I felt so bad. But it was this really pretty, like, black, shiny, almost jade beetle looking bug, but it was not a jade beetle. It looked like a ladybug, but painted like a jade beetle. It was weird. But he was running away from the water, and I felt bad, and I, like, had my hand in front of it. Like, he could have went anywhere else, but I was just, like, you know, apologizing profusely, so I was, like, leaning down. But it crawled up onto my hand, and it stayed there for so long, and it, like, gave itself a little bath because it was covered in hot tub water, I guess. And he just would not leave, and he just, like, burrowed and, like, took a little nap, and I was trying, when we were leaving, to put him down on a bush, and he wouldn't go. He, like, did not want to leave. I put him specifically on a leaf, and it tried to fly toward me, but it landed on my cousin's foot. So I picked him back up, and I put him on the leaf again, and he flew at me and landed on my towel I had wrapped around me, and I was like, okay, I can't keep you, but I'll put you on a different plant, I guess, if you don't like this one. So there's, like, you know, a bunch of greenery just, like, around the lobby and stuff like that. So I went to go put him on there. And this is, like, after 20 minutes of, like putting my hand, like, next to the bush and, like, on leaves so he would walk onto it. But he just kept, like, crawling up my arm away from the plant that I was trying to put him on. And I was like, please, you're making this so hard, because he was so cute. Oh, story time. MC! 8 months. 8 months. Thank you for Daddy Bezos money. Oh my gosh, 1 more month and we have a baby. MC, thank you so much. But yeah, he was super duper cute. And I sat, like, in the hot tub with him on my hand for, like, a long time too. Like, this was a span of, like, 45 minutes that I'm trying to get him to leave after we left the hot tub. And he just would not go. I finally, like, forced him onto a bush that was out front of our building. But I saw, as we were walking away, him try to fly toward me again. And I was like, no! I don't know where he went after that, but I had to just go because he was just not going to leave me alone. And I'm like, my sweet boy. He was so cute and tiny. And I felt so bad. It's like, I literally just tried to drown you accidentally, and now you're, like, attached to me for life. He was so sweet. I took a picture of him, but it looks like a blood blister, like, on my finger, but I might post it anyway. He's just a little black blob. He's very cute. What else? Oh, so I've been going to Key West since I was, like, 5-ish, and there's a section of the island called Mallory Square where they have the Sunset Festival, and it's literally just everyone watching the sunset, but there's a bunch of, like, street performers there, but they're actually really cool. There's, like, a guy that did, like, you know, escaping from the straitjacket, like, type stuff. There was a guy that did, like, tightrope walking and, like, fire eating and stuff like that. But the one that was always my favorite was this French guy named Dominique, and he's Dominique the Cat Man, and he had these performing cats. He would, like, get stray cats and teach them how to do tricks, like jumping from platform to platform and, like, through hoops, and, like, but it was, like, a comedy act also, and it was just always so funny. Like, he would, like, pretend, like, yell at the cat to get on this platform, but the cat would, like, climb up on his head or something. Like, I loved it as a kid, and we would go all the time, every year, for years and years and years and years to watch his show. He finally retired. Gosh, I don't remember how long ago now. But every once in a while, he'll still wander around Mallory Square. He has his own Facebook page, and his, like, running joke is, like, if people ask him, like, when he's going to perform again, he says in 2 weeks. He always says it's in 2 weeks from now. So he has, like, merch shirts that say 2 weeks now and things like that. But he was there when I was there, and I got to tell him I was like, I've been watching you since I was like 5 and I'm about to be 30. And he was like, oh my God. And I was like, I know. And I was like, I've always, like, you were always my favorite part of Key West. And I was like really thankful to be able to like tell that to him, because I was like kind of young and also just didn't, I guess, care enough to realize what I had like when I was younger, you know, to now. So it was really cool. I got to meet him. I took a selfie with him. He asked me to post it on the Facebook page because that's how he likes to like look at all the memories of people again. And I was so happy. I had like a sticker on my car, like the Catman sticker, in like college. Like I've been watching it for years. You could probably find like clips of his shows and stuff on like YouTube if you just search Catman Key West or something like that. Super duper funny. And it was all for free. Like he asked for like tips at the end like everyone else does, but like yeah, everyone of course wanted to give him tips because it goes to the cats and stuff like that. But hello, Andre. Fire eating or sword eating? I mean, I feel like sword eating could go wrong very quickly, whereas like fire eating, they have like that Vaseline type stuff to protect them from burns. I've seen Markiplier do it during Unis Audis, so like I know a little bit more about how that works. But I feel like a sword would be more damaging in the long run. Like, yeah, a burn sucks, but you usually like pull it away very quickly and it doesn't like do anything. Just don't bend the neck. I mean, yeah. But I mean, you just like, you know, accidentally gag or cough or God forbid, like a kid runs into you because kids fucking suck. Shit's scary. It's like regular eating, honestly, same. You miss Unis Honest? I do too. I miss it all the time. And they keep talking about it and it just makes me sad. That shit got me through COVID. But yeah, I was super duper thankful to have met him also and like tell him how much my childhood like meant to him, I guess. Oh my gosh. So I also forgot. My male cousin didn't dress up as a unicorn. He dressed up as Shrek, which was super amazing also. But at the EDM show, there was a whole group of people dressed up as people from Shrek. So there was Shrek, of course. The guy that was Donkey had like an all gray outfit on, but his shirt said "Pretend I'm a Donkey." There was Dragon, Lord Farquaad, Pinocchio. The Pinocchio was really good. Gosh, Gingy. I think there was more. But anyway, they were sitting along this like ridge. Because I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, it was in like a field. The festival was. And there was like a ridge where the sidewalk was. It doesn't matter. They were all sitting on that. But my sister has one of those like light whips, and then she has those like poi balls, and she was doing a lot of stuff with that and like practicing for Groove Cruise and stuff later. And she was like kind of in front of the stage, like in front of them before they sat down, and they did sit, and she was doing stuff there for a while, but then she decided to move over kind of closer to where my family was to not block their view. And I think it was the girl dressed as the dragon, but she came up to my sister and she's like, she started off saying like, do you mind moving? And I was like, oh my gosh, they're really gonna make her like move further over, like I guess. But she was asking her to move back in front of them because they were all rolling and they loved watching what she was doing, and she was so excited because she's like been really practicing at like the light whip and stuff to be good at it for more shows and stuff that we're going to in the future. So she was like so pumped that they were like, please come back in front of us so we can watch what you're doing. Plus it was a group of Shrek people, so it was just like even better. So then she was super excited and I was happy for her. It was so good. Yeah, I loved their costumes. It was amazing. What else happened? Yeah, the hot Mando girl. Oh gosh. Okay. So yeah. So of course this is the end of the week and we're all super dead because we have been staying up till like 3 a.m. every night, going out around 10 p.m. every night, sometimes earlier, sometimes a little bit later. and basically just drinking and dancing and walking up and down the mile-long island and like weaving through people. So of course it's Friday, it's the last night that we're all extra dead, like our feet can't take it anymore. Plus I was just dancing at EDM festival for 4 hours, and then we went out all night also, and we had to come home and we decided to clean because we had to check out at 10 a.m., which is way too early, by the way. But we had to check out at 10 a.m., so we wanted to make sure like everything that needed to be done was done. Like all the dishes needed to be cleaned, we left all the sheets on the bed and stuff, but like that stuff would be done in the morning. But we made sure all our bags are packed. So all we had to do in the morning was strip the beds and throw out the trash and grab all the groceries to give to my mom and then leave. So we did all that, and we're all like dying. I'm finally about to lay down, and there's a water bottle next to my bed that I assumed was mine. And I picked it up and I took 3 massive chugs of it until I realized it was a bottle that someone had put vodka in. And I stopped drinking and I was like, this is not water. My entire face was numb. My lips, I could not feel my lips anymore. My throat was burning so intensely. I'm talking 3 huge gulps before it registered that it was not water. And I'm already trashed from the night, and I just wanted some water to rinse everything down, I guess, before I went to sleep. And I was like, oh God, now I'm gonna be even more trashed than I already am. Already dehydrated. Yes, exactly. Like I just wanted to chug this water bottle and go to sleep. And I was like, why did someone put a bottle of vodka next to my fucking bed? Who did that? And my cousin was saying that they were making it for us to have after the show because she figured we would have like sobered up during the show because we weren't going to buy the expensive like festival drinks, but they forgot it. But they left it next to my bed specifically. And I was like, why is it spicy? Like, I was dying again. And everyone else was dying. My cousin was like, I've seen people do that on YouTube all the time, and you handled it like a champ. And I was like, if you say so, because I feel like I'm dead. I cannot feel my face. Where am I right now? So then I grabbed actual water, chugged that, and went to sleep before the effects could take over. But I was definitely more fucked up in the morning than I was any of the other nights. Yeah, I was like, this isn't like very cold and it's going down weird. And then it started burning and I was like, this is not water. Oh my God. Like entire mouth / throat fulls gulps. Like, I'm serious. Like, not good. Not good. So, yeah. In the morning, I was definitely super dead. I just got changed and stripped my bed and, you know, brushed my teeth and all that stuff. And then I just sat there waiting for the car to come so we could go to the airport. And then I went to the airport, and my first flight, I totally would have made it on. There was 2 seats available, but there were 2 motherfuckers. Oh, I hate them so much. So, for those that don't know, I fly standby, which means I get on for free if there's an open seat available. And a lot of times, for popular flights like this, there's not. But sometimes there's like 1 left and I get lucky. Internet? What? Is it weird to say I'm scared of drinking alcohol now? You don't need to be scared. It's very fun and enjoyable to me anyway, in moderation. It kind of helps me loosen up a bit, especially when I'm going to be out all night and dancing and things like that. It's definitely not necessary to have a fun time, though, at all. My one cousin did not drink at all the whole time she was there. She had just as much fun as we did. It's just, you know, a substance. It's fun. But you definitely don't have to. And you definitely do not need to chug a water bottle of vodka. You just have a little shot worth. I had probably like 4 or 5 shots worth in the chugging, and it was not good. Having like a shot, maybe 2 throughout the night is plenty for me normally. There you go. Exactly. Definitely not necessary. It's just fun. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the airport. So yeah, I fly standby. If there's a seat, I make it on. So, but there's something that people can do if they already bought a ticket, which drives me insane, and I hate it so bad. If they bought a ticket on a later flight, they can opt in to be standby on an earlier flight, which means that they bought probably a cheaper ticket but want to get on the earlier morning flight, which is usually more expensive. If there's an open seat, they get it, and they take priority over me because they paid for a ticket already. But what kills me is that they are guaranteed a seat later. I'm not. And they already have a seat, but they're just screwing me over by getting on my flight because they just feel like it. They just feel like, why not? Why the fuck not? Might as well try. But that screws me over because I might not also get on the flight that's later because that one might also be too full. Or there might be people that are higher priority than me that get on before me. That person's guaranteed to get home today no matter what. And they fucked me because they wanted to get on an earlier flight for some reason. And I hate them so bad. I hate them so much every time. So I was waiting to get on the flight. And last minute, 2 non-revs got in front of me on the priority list, and they made it on, and I didn't. And I was like, you motherfuckers. So then I was waiting at the airport again. But it ended up working out anyway, because I got on the same flight that my other cousin was taking to Dallas, because she's going all the way to California. So I got to sit with her on the flight there, and we watched Beetlejuice together, and it was super nice. But I was so mad at those people. What else happened? Oh, I got these really yummy pulled pork sliders while at the airport because it's a very nice airport for a small place. I was a little annoyed though. So her seat was all the way in the back in row 27. The seat that I got was row 8, which is right behind first class. So it's the really big, nice seats, big cushy seats. I was like, I'll offer my seat to whoever's in the seat next to my cousin, because obviously that one's better. And, you know, if they're willing to swap with me and it's not like a couple or something. So we get to the row, and it's this massive dude in the aisle seat, and no one in the middle or my cousin's seat, obviously. She's in the window. So I just sit there and wait for the person that's supposed to be in my seat to come, but they never do. And that's when I realized that there was a shit ton of open seats on this flight, which I'll explain why that angers me in a second. But anyway, he is like overflowing onto the middle seat and out in the aisle. And he's got his legs spread as far as he can because these are the small back of the plane cramped seats where like there's like barely enough leg room for anybody, let alone a larger person. And I was like, I offered my big cushy seat to him up front. And he said no, because I need the aisle seat and that's a window seat. And I was like, well, the people up there are a couple. I'm sure they're more than willing to move to the window seat so you can still have the aisle seat. And he's like, no, I don't really feel like moving anymore. And I was like, but you could have a big, comfortable seat with so much leg room and not have us all be squished here if you just go up there. But fine, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. Another ad interruption. Oh, did I miss it? It doesn't say there's an ad for me. Oh, well. Oh, you're back. Okay. And I was like, why would you not take that opportunity? I know, but like, he was complaining about how small the seats were back here and how squished he was. And I was like, listen, here's a giant big seat where you have all the room in the world up front if you just go up there. And he just didn't want to. And I was like, why? So I was sad about that. But it was fine because I could like kind of sit with my cousin anyway. It wasn't like I was forced to be squished between two strangers in that situation or whatever, but some people like to complain, I guess. But I also felt bad because my cousin is super tiny and has a also super tiny bladder, and she's in the window seat. She had to get up to pee a bunch of times, and he was complaining that was something that's like difficult for him, which is part of the reason why he didn't want to go up there, because he didn't want to get up again. And I was like, well, you're gonna get up a bunch, so that's on you. But he was like pulling on the person's seat in front of him in order to stand up, and I felt bad for them too. And then he had to wait for her to come back from the bathroom and do it all over again. And I was like, you could have just avoided this if you went up there. But anyway. Yeah, we got to watch Beetlejuice. My screen also was fucked up. My screen would look like someone like punched it, and there like all the whites were pink for some reason. So my version of Beetlejuice was very trippy, but it was still good to watch, of course. Yeah, watched that together. And then I hung out with her at the airport for a bit until her next flight, and then I had 2 hours until my flight. So he's a hard-headed fuck. Basically. Oh, so yeah, the reason that annoyed me that there was a bunch of seats. So the priority levels for standby are business, which means employees that are traveling for work specifically. They get the utmost priority for standby. Then I'm probably going to skip some because they're irrelevant, but anyway. Then there's D1, and then there's D1Ts, which are people transferring flights. So if you're flying, for instance, from me, South Dakota to Dallas to Florida, since I'm transferring in Dallas, I take priority over someone that's just straight up flying out of Dallas because they don't want to trap someone that's trying to get somewhere to Dallas. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. So there's D1s, D1Ts, which are transfers, D2s, D2Ts, transfers again. I guess T's would be above. I'm making it confusing. Okay, business, D1Ts, D1s, D2Ts, D2s, D3Ts, and D3s. And then there's like some lower ones. So my sister and I are typically D2s unless we use our D1 passes, and you get 6 of those in a year. People like my husband and like Melly, who I helped out with her tickets to France, are D3s, and they have to pay for the mileage of their tickets, so it's very, very cheap compared to what an actual plane ticket would be. I think Mel paid $600-ish round trip when it's usually in like the thousands for something like that, and that's for like an international flight. I think my husband pays like $40 tops when he's coming from Rapid to go to like Philly or something to see our friends, like, but they're like low tier, like, yeah, in the hierarchy. So I think that's fair. Hi Death Dealer, good to see you. So I didn't get on my first flight when I was D2, and I was like, every single time I use my D1 pass, I don't need to use it. Like, there's seats, there's like so many seats every time. Like, it's not even a question if I'm going to get on. But the websites always tell me different. And the flight that I was going to take after, if I missed that first one, which I did, said there was -1 seats, which means they oversold the seats. And that usually means if someone doesn't show up, usually that oversold ticket will get the seat. There was also 2 D1 people in front of me on that flight already. And I was like, well, I need to get home because I'm training this week. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use my D1 pass. But I swear to God, if I use it, because it's my last one for the year, I swear to God, if I use it and I don't need it, I'm going to be so mad because it's every single time. And lo and behold, I had a seat instantaneously, and all the other people below me got on. There was a row like in front of us that was completely empty. There was the seat that I actually got, and then the seat that I sat in next to my cousin that didn't have people in it. I don't know how that many people didn't show up to the flight. Because it shows those tickets were sold. So either those people went on earlier flights or changed their flights, or, you know, the lady at the front desk told me they kicked out 5 people earlier for being too drunk to fly. And so I was definitely for sure going to get on the first flight, in her words, but I didn't. So I was like, well, fuck. The later in the day it is, the more likely everyone's going to show up to their flight, which is why I usually try the like 5 and 6 a.m. flights on standby, because people sleep through those all the time, and I usually get on. But the first flight out of Key West was at like, I think my flight was at noon originally, and everyone made it, and I didn't make it on. So I was like, I have to use my D1 because I have to get out of here on this flight, or else I have to spend another night here, and that's not ideal. And the flights on Sunday are even worse because that's when most people leave, is on Sundays, or come in, you know. Yeah, it was wide open. So again, I wasted my D1 pass, and it was my last one for the year, and I'm so upset about it. I fucking knew it. I knew as soon as I did it, I was gonna fuck myself. Have I played the pumpkin carving game yet? I haven't. Is that the online one where everyone can look at them together? I saw Moon Bitch was doing that with her community, and I thought that was super cool. I would love to play that. You just spend $900 and get a ticket? I mean, that's fine. That's what most people do. It's super cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to play it. I really want to. Maybe I'll play that with everybody on Halloween. Can you send me the link to that, actually? I'd appreciate it. Yeah, so I wasted my pass for no reason. Again, I knew it was gonna happen. But yeah, I made the rest of my flights home. I got home at like 9 p.m. last night. Well, I got to the airport at 9 p.m. last night. Had to wait for my bag, and then my husband to come get me and all that stuff. We got some food because I was starving to death, and caught up on all our shows that we missed out on in the past week, and then I passed out at like, I don't even know what time it was. But now I need to work on getting my sleep schedule back to normal, since I'm on like waking up at noon and staying out till 4 a.m. schedule right now. So trying to work on that. That's why also I wanted to come home Saturday, so I'd have Sunday to recuperate, especially since I'm training next week. I needed Sunday to like get all my work shit together and fix my sleep at least a little bit. Nix the 5 hug. I should get a hug emo. I just have the one that I use in my Discord already, but that's not my art, so I don't want to put it on Twitch. But I'm also out of Twitch emote slots, so. Oh my god, yeah, my Ferality sleep schedule was basically the same as my Fantasy Fest sleep schedule, but at least it was a little bit better, and that I wasn't getting drunk, and I could just go to bed immediately because my bed's right here, and I wasn't really walking around everywhere. My body is crying. I really wanted to go to yoga this morning, but I was still just way too dead. Ferality was so fun. I can't wait to go to another one. My sleep pattern on its own never changes. Ugh. Waking up at 6, 7 a.m. Why? That sounds so miserable. Oh. Oh my god, yeah, the DJs are amazing. The DJs in Fantasy Fest are amazing also. Especially the one on Monday night, and I wished he was there more. He was so good. It was your first? Yeah, it was my first time too. My first VR con and Ferality and Furry con, I guess. All together. Yes, it was so good meeting everybody. I had so much fun hanging out with everybody. That was like my first time hanging out with a bunch of people that I have always like admired and wanted to hang out with. So I was very pumped to be there. Oh, but I think that's all the stories I had. Oh my god, wait, no, there was another one. What night was that? I want to say it was zombie night, but the night isn't really relevant. So I guess like the big main like alcohol sponsor this year was Empress Gin. I think it's 1908, and they have Empress Gin, which is lavender flavored, and I fucking love it so much. They had signs everywhere for this stuff. I mean, giant banners on fences. Every single bar had like a cocktail featuring it, poster on the wall. Bathrooms, I mean, seriously, everywhere. And every single bar had something about it. But it must have been Zombie or Pirate Night, because the first time we saw it was at one of these bars near a smaller bar that was inside the big bar. And I asked them if we could order a drink there, and they said no, you have to go to one of the bigger bars, because there's 2 bars inside the bar building. I don't know how to describe that. Anyway, lavender gin. Yeah, Empress Gin. And it's lavender flavored, and it's so good. Empress, like an emperor, but Empress. So we go to one of the main bartenders, and the sign at the smaller bar was a sign for Empress Gin Lemonade, which is like my favorite thing ever is lavender lemonade. So I was like, that sounds like the perfect drink for me. I cannot wait to try that. I go up to the guy. The sign specifically says Empress Gin Lemonade at the bottom, and that's what I asked him for. And he's like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, Empress Gin and lemonade? I don't think there's anything else in it, but maybe there is. But you have a sign for it over there. And I'm like, he's trying to yell this at him, by the way, because the music's very loud in there. I was like, the Empress Gin Lemonade, the thing you have a sign for over there? And he's like, I don't know what that is. And he was like getting really mad at us. And like yelling at us. He's like, what is that? What are you talking about? What is that? And I was like, you have a sign for it over there. And he's like, where? Where's the sign? Where is the sign that you're talking about? Like acting like I'm a fucking psychopath. And I was like, it's over by your bar. What are you talking about? He's like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, what the fuck ever? So we left. I was like, you're not getting my money if you're going to be a fucking douchebag for no reason. Like, what? I don't know why he was being so weird about it. But that was the first sign we saw, and I was like, everyone knows what, like, as a bartender, everyone knows what Empress Gin is. And I feel like anyone that like knows the names of alcohols relatively well enough knows what Empress Gin is also. So like, I don't know why he was acting like he had no idea what that was. Yes, yeah, the one that we had at the other place was an Empress Gin and pineapple juice. I forget the name of the actual drink, but like that's what I'm saying. Like all the bars had like examples of cocktails you could get with Empress Gin, and then there were also just giant banners, like the tall ones, the long like ones on fences, like banners like hanging from bars of Empress Gin, either with a cocktail example or just Empress Gin in general, like everywhere. And like just throughout the week we kept seeing more and more of these, and we were like, that guy really was just being a fucking douchebag for no reason, because there's no way he had no idea what we were talking about. It's everywhere. It was everywhere. It was everywhere in the bar he was working in. Like it was everywhere. I just don't know why he was being so weird. 40.90 for citrus fruit, Empress, ginger, juniper. Yeah, Empress. Should have been a jugular through bat things. Honestly, we didn't go to that bar like the whole rest of the time we were there, and we've been there before. I was just I don't know why he was being such a douchebag about it. It was so weird. Complained to the manager. I don't care enough. I was there to have a good time, not sit there and wait around for someone to talk to about him being weird. But yeah, I just don't know why he was acting like he had no idea what Empress Gin was, when it was literally everywhere all the time, always. But yeah, pretty much every other bar I went to, I got an Empress Gin lemonade because, oh my god, so good. Dude was blind, I guess. And like, I thought he just couldn't like hear me. And he was saying, I don't know what that is. And I was trying to explain like it's Empress Gin and lemonade, and I don't think it's anything else. But I was like, it's literally on the sign over there. And that's when he was like, whoa, what? What sign? What are you talking about? Like, acting like I was fucking stupid. I was like, all right, nah, we're not playing this game. I'm gone. You're not getting my money. Like, he like, I guess to his credit, but not really. You can't see the sign from the bar he was at. But like I said, there were signs for it everywhere, all over Fantasy Fest. So he had to have known that was a thing. I can guarantee I was not the first person to order it because this is the second week of Fantasy Fest already. Like, I just don't know why he was being like that. But anyway. It was a good time, besides that. I'm trying to think of other specific stories, but I think that was really it. I tried to write down what I could because I knew I was going to forget. Oh, we watched the Scooby-Doo movie the night that we were getting ready for Scooby-Doo, and it's really good still. We watched the second one, though, and it was not as good. What else did we do? Oh, Zombie Night. Zombie Night, I was walking around and my cousin had my sister's bubble gun and was blowing it everywhere, and this guy had like this paddle and he like flapped it in my cousin's face, and then as I was walking past him, he like grabbed me around my waist, pulled me over to him, and spanked me with the paddle a bunch. I was like, excuse me? And I just stood there in awe for a while. And then some other girl walked past me and she's like, you just got spanked, huh? And I was like, yeah. So that was interesting. Oh, bye, Night Fears. It was good to see you. You love Shaggy in the FNAF movie? What? Oh, yes. Yeah. He's an amazing actor. I talked about the Jello shot already. What else? And the girl bowing to me. This guy, when we were dancing, kept like leaning over to kiss my cousin out of nowhere. Like, didn't even talk to her beforehand, so that was weird. You don't need to kill him, it's fine. Yeah, Jello shots. Listen, you heard me tell the story about what happened at the ping contest. Like, that's the vibe of this Fantasy Fest. It's fine. I promise. Yeah, we had so many Jello shots. There was another night we were at one of the bars and we had ordered Jello shots already, and they have these awesome like mixed drink milkshake things there, like pina colada. They have one called the Superman. They have one called like Pink Panties or something like that. But anyway, they had a bunch of Jello shots there. But the DJ ordered like a giant, like massive, like cookie tray covered in Jello shots, offered them to the crowd for free. And there was a lot of people there. And me and my cousin and my sister all got one. And then there was still a shit ton up there. So we grabbed another one. And there was still like 20 lined up on the bar. And since there were still 20 more, another guy came and just like handed it out to people. So we had another one. And I was like, there's so many people here and there's free alcohol being given out right now. Why is nobody taking them? So we had 4 Jello shots in the span of like 3 minutes. It was wild. Shadow, it's fine. Listen, he could tell I had the bottom energy and would enjoy something like that, so it's fine. What else happened? Oh, we got key lime pie. We got so much key lime pie. It's the best in Key West, because of course. I got a key lime cookie also. I mean, that reminds me. My cousin, I had my cookie in the fridge because I had gotten a slice of key lime pie and the cookie from the same shop that night. Obviously, I wasn't going to have both at the same time. So it was in the fridge for another night. And like a day or two later, my cousin was like, don't forget your key lime cookie in the fridge. And I was like, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am as a person? You think I would forget a cookie? A cookie. You think I would forget a cookie? Ever at any point in my life? And she's like, you're right, I don't know why I asked you that. And then later, one of the nights we made was a bunch of nuggies and mac and cheese and stuff like that. And my sister asked me if I wanted the rest of her mac and cheese. I was like, y'all are asking me a bunch of wild questions. What kind of questions are these? Obviously, I want the rest of the mac and cheese. I want all the mac and cheese. I would have the entire pot of mac and cheese to myself if I could, but I have to share. What do you mean, do I want the rest of the mac and cheese? Of course. Of course I do. It was a very good time. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Also, my cousin recently really got into D&D, and she wrote her own like little mini session for us to play while we were there. And she made 2 characters for my sister and my cousin who didn't have characters, and then me and my other cousin have characters already, so we just used those. And it was so cool. We got like abandoned on an island, and there was like a pirate dude, but there was like a cave we could have explored, but we didn't. But then the big island that we ended up going to ended up being Key West, so she made it like trip themed. It was super fun. I loved that. I have seen the Skittles vodka, yes. Greasy fucking man hands on my face. Shadow, it's not like that. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, my water's over here. Oy. But yeah. What else happened? Yes, thank you, Spade. I appreciate the sharing. What else happened? It's like so hard to remember everything. I guess that was about it for specifics. A sky puppy with fangs. Despi. Hello. Primorion? Am I saying that right? Or Primorion? Hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. Gosh, what else did we do? Oh, when we were waiting outside of the It's Always Sunny party thing, we were all kind of different outfits that night because it was the pink night. So we were varying levels of whatever. But the bar next door was having like a kink party, and they thought I was going to that based on my outfit, and they were like calling me to go in there, and I was like, no. Professor Lust, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. What else did we do? Oh yeah, when we were in the golf cart going to get groceries, my grandma was like yelling at people to cross the street. She was like telling them to hurry up because she wanted to turn, but she was like whistling at them and yelling at them when they were like right next to her. And I was like, girl, you cannot be doing that. My grandma's wild. Hi, wifey. Good to see you. I said your name right the first time. Prime for short. Can do. Good to see you too, wifey. It's good to be back. I feel like that's all the main stuff anyway. I don't think anything else super extravagant happened. But yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm wild in a different way that my grandma's wild. But yeah, I guess that's about it. I just wanted to kind of hop on here and tell you all about it, and hopefully not to tell it over and over again. But like I said, all the pictures of my costumes and things I was talking about, like the manatee and my food, is all in my Discord if you want to look at those. The more saucy, I guess, costumes are in my Beans chat for subscribers only. But yeah, I guess that's about it. I guess we can end stream here. But thank y'all for being here and listening to me ramble. I missed y'all so much. Streams should be returning back to normal. I might might be doing some stuff in my Discord for Halloween. I'm seeing if I can get my mom's login to Peacock, and I might stream the FNAF movie for everybody on Halloween if y'all are into that. Otherwise, if I can't get that login, I'll probably stream some other movies and maybe play some games with y'all on Halloween. The FOMO. Well, if you ever get your subscription back, Shadow, they will still be in there. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get my mom's login for that, because I haven't seen it yet, and I might still go see it in theaters anyway, but it'd be cool to watch it with y'all also. The Bite of 78. Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, y'all. I missed you so much. I'll post the schedule of what I'm streaming this weekend, hopefully soon. I gotta get my brain back to normal. And I'm also training this week, so I might be extra dead, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Big smoochies. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna find someone to raid, and I'll see y'all later. Thank you again for all the resubs and the follows and everything, and the raid from Wolfie. Big appreciate. And I will see you on Halloween. Yeah. Bye, BBs.